All right. Hello and welcome to Drunken Dragon Gaming, where the drinks are cold, the meals are warm, and the games are on fire. It's been a little while, but we are getting ourselves back into Satisfactory, taking a look at what we've got going on. I think I just heard somebody log in. I did. Oh, I have a Tundra. Okay, cool. So, hey, Frostbite, how you doing? And hello, chat. Thank you for the 6 likes right here at the very beginning. That is amazing. Hopefully the bitrate plays nice with us. Now, when I was doing a little bit of exploring before kicking off stream, I went to go check to see, how many coupons do we currently have available. And when I went and checked the coupon machine, we've got 297 coupons. That's a lot of coupons. So we're going to print those, add those to our little stash, and then we're probably going to add that into probably into the dimensional storage. Let's see. Now, got to figure out what the next thing is due, because it's been a little while. And I don't remember what I was working on before the hurricane. So, I was looking over a few things, and one of the things it looks like we need to get going is cooling systems. So we need to just kind of take a look at the map and try to decide on where we're going to be. I'm not sure what he's building down here, but I see he's tapped all the oil. I did check it. Right now it's just a train station with oil, with no pipes or anything. So I'll check with him when he's able to join into voice. So many things. Now for the cooling system is going to require nitrogen. So we need to build it somewhere near nitrogen, I think. I think nitrogen we can really pump anywhere. What does the cooling system want? Let's see. Cooling system needs heat sinks, rubber, water, and nitrogen gas. I think we may just pump the nitrogen gas and have a train deliver it. I think that might be the best way to do that. Heat sinks, though, we need aluminum sheets and copper sheets. So I'm thinking for the cooling system, probably best if we build it somewhere near some copper and water, and then we'll get the rest of the stuff delivered to make this work. I think that's going to be our choice. So let's look at the map. Let's find a good spot that's got copper and water nearby it. There's lots of water, but do we have any copper that hasn't been tapped yet? We got tons of copper right over here. This could be our spot. Actually, this spot would make sense because we've already got a rail line coming down. So it could just break off of there. And I think that is the way to go. Yeah, we really have to. And we've still got this oil node here that's untapped, so we can produce rubber there. But yeah, there's all that iron and copper. So much iron over there.
How we doing?
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
It's going.
Yeah, I was in the midst of trying to do the whole, what the hell was I doing before the hurricane?
Yeah, I'd imagine.
I did do a little bit of running around before I kicked off stream, so about half hour before I started, and wound up out in the swamp. And yeah, don't go to the swamp unprepared.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You want a hazmat suit and the gas mask to get around there. I died. I died just walking around there.
Yeah.
Well, because I was trying to get away from the poison, I was like, "Ooh, all right, made it out of the poison." And then all of a sudden, I heard the click, 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 and I'm going, and there's a nuclear hog, and I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, so
sounds like fun.
You've got a train line over here already, I think. Did we get a train line over where the aluminum plant is?
No. Yeah, after you went offline, that's putting it mildly. Yeah, I didn't get back on the server for the whole entire time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So were you making the supercomputer factory then, or was that Bit Viper?
That was his, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to get a train line to him.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I was trying to figure out what we had going on over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was working on a high-speed connector to factory to deliver to him.
Okay. Well, I think I'm
I
gonna.
don't know what he did over there.
I think I'm gonna cheat for now.
Okay. What's that mean?
Well, I've got 369 coupons.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. Server's just been going the entire time, I suppose.
Yep. So, having that many, then I'm going to do the whole add those to cart, and then let's get some cooling systems added to the cart. Hey, I want to make a factory making the cooling systems because I'm certain we're going to need them.
Well, yeah, you need them for the turbo motors.
And then deuterium wire I can just pull out of the storage.
I have not been over here. Oh, okay.
All right, give that a second to fill up. Oh, that would help. I put everything in the shopping cart, but then I didn't buy anything.
Parts purchase confirmed. Promotion delayed.
Yeah, it'd probably help if he did that.
Value plus fix-it stock value.
Ooh.
But this way we can have all the toys to play with.
Well, that won't be all the toys.
No, but it gives us all the toys we have access to right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 469 subs now. Just
Yeah.
just a hair away from that 500 mark.
Yep. Oh, there we are. Alrighty.
But yeah, I was looking at making a factory for making the cooling systems. So I was kind of picking a spot that had copper and water nearby, and then I was gonna have a train pump the nitrogen and rubber over to the factory.
Yeah, It'll be a while before I'm over there. Not that much.
Actually, the spot that I was looking at building, we already have a rail line running right there.
Well, I need to get a rail line to do the nitrogen.
Oh, yes. Well, there is that.
Yeah, I still got to run a rail line all the way through the Titan Forest and out the other side to end up over there past the bauxite and to that pure nitrogen node.
Being all picky and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. I'm hitting the button.
Button. Ah, button.
Milestone reached. Project part number 9, nuclear pasta, can be created in the particle accelerator. The accelerator has vast and fluctuating power demands, depending on the recipe, so will need careful integration with your factory. Fix-It does not waste, so nuclear waste can be refined by the particle accelerator into plutonium for reuse in the nuclear power plant. Fun fact: Fix-It psychologists suggest factory designs reflect the minds of their creators in unexpected ways. On an unrelated note, your infrastructural choices have been interesting.
Yeah. I would say so.
All right. So that has us complete with all the tiers until we get the project parts created
Yeah.
to get us into phase 9.
Yeah, once, if I haven't caught up yet by then, which is not going to happen, yeah, once we complete phase 4, I'll be out of here for a little while until I get to that point.
Okay. Well, I think it's still going to be a while before we get to that point.
Yeah.
Oh, I see we got Bit Viper in voice. Let me drag him down to us.
Like, I'm not even in phase 4 yet.
What's up, Bit Viper?
Nothing much. Am I coming through? Yep, I am.
Yep. All right, vacation's over. Get back to work.
Back to work.
I will be in a moment. I'm finishing eating.
Ups. You only get the 15-minute lunch break, man. This is Fix-It.
Yeah.
We get 15 minutes? I thought we only got 5.
You know, the micro break is 15 seconds. So.
Yep. Yeah. 1 micro break and 1 lunch break. That's it. Every 24 hours.
If you get up early enough to eat it,
Sounds fair.
means you need to go to bed early so you can get sleep.
All right, so. Well, in that case, let's take a look at the project parts. What is this? Oh, let me click the thing to find out what the project part is. I want to know what it is.
Which one?
The first one.
Assembly directory system, I believe it's called.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. And then it's magnetic field generators, something thrusters. I can't remember the name, but it's something thrusters, and that's nuclear pasta.
All right, I've already got adaptive control units being made. Your Bit Viper was working on getting supercomputers made, so that won't be hard. Yeah, that's.
Computers are being made. They just don't have anywhere to go yet.
Well, they'll have a place to go.
Right now, I'm dumping a whole bunch of Caterium wire into the store.
I saw that when I ran over there. All right, so that one's going to be a really easy one.
That'll be what, the third factory that's uploading Katir wire.
Right?
It's gonna be so fast. Holy crap! Never need Katir wire ever again.
All right, thermal propulsion rockets. Okay, that's going to need cooling systems and turbo motors.
Yep.
Okay, yep, that is going to be. That's going to be a thing.
Yeah, you got a while before you start looking at the actual project assembly stuff. You got to make all the prerequisite directories first.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to look and see. What do we have that we can already be making? And so the assembly director system, we could already have a factory doing that. I mean, all it needs is one assembler.
Yeah. Well, you probably want more than one, but
Yeah, not really right now. Just one. Well, battles be making stuff while we're working on making all these other things.
I guess who knows what next. What's going to need assembly directory systems? I bet they're going to roll in the project parts into the other ones too.
Oh, I'm figuring it.
And into the new ones.
All right, electromagnetic control rods and versatile framework. Versatile framework we're still making, so that's easy. Electromagnetic control rods we are not making.
Yeah.
And nuclear pasta I'm not even going to look at. That's one where I'm going, yep, I know we are nowhere near that.
Well, yeah, you need. Yeah, you need the. Need that one. The actual frame itself, the little cube. I can't remember what it's called though.
The pressure conversion cube.
But actually, yeah. Well,
Yep.
what's the other one? The other one is fused modular frame. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you need blenders for a lot of that stuff.
And copper powder.
Yeah, copper powder. You need 1 million copper.
And I mean, it requires a stupid amount of. Wow. 30 copper ingots make 5 copper powder? That can't be right.
Well, now we know why copper got expensive.
You need 200 copper powder per nuclear pasta?
Yeah, and that's to make them at 0.5 per minute.
Right.
You're only making one every 2 minutes. Yeah, no, that is correct. That is the recipe.
Okay.
It's always been crazy. And here I'm like I'm calculating for doing I think 5 nuclear pasta per minute. I think is what I'm trying to go for.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, that's my single player game is gonna be insane.
That is going to require a lot of power.
Yeah. Well, once I unlock nuclear.
Well, we've got nuclear unlocked.
Right, but nowhere close to needing it. You and your crazy turbo fuel factory.
It works.
It does. It works really well.
I mean, it gets the job done, man.
And then some.
Ooh. What is happening here? Something's going crazy with our power production.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, power production looks like a really, really bad heart monitor.
What is that? The heck?
You see what I'm talking about?
I really wish I could expand it to see what's providing where, or what's providing what.
Yeah.
I might be taking a trip down to the turbo fuel factory to see what's going on down there.
I'm thinking so.
Unless somebody built a power station somewhere that's not working correctly. But them spikes are too big to be a small.
Yeah, no,
a small little power station. That's got to be.
I gotta go check the turbo fuel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and in my single player game, apparently I've picked up so many Mercer Spheres and Summer Slips that Ada's just ghosted me. She doesn't talk to me no more.
Oh!
Yeah, she'll talk to me when I do the upgrades and do the tiers and stuff, but she won't say anything more than that.
So she has determined you've gone too far. You're too far insane now for her to bother with.
Or she's too insane. I don't want to spoil it. The last message I got from her, though. It was a little worrying, I'll say that.
Did she tell you that Bixit had revoked your health insurance?
No. But I think I'm going to have to change my phone number here soon.
Oh.
Yeah, every day and sometimes twice a day, I keep getting calls from. I think I'm getting calls from Middle Eastern country about health insurance and about me being under the age of 65 that I qualify for insurance. It's some lady that can barely speak English.
It's Ada.
But it's like every day. And I know it, and I'm pretty sure it's from a different country because every time I go hello, and it goes boop doop, and then they start talking, and it's just like, yeah.
Okay.
Oops. Yeah, because nowhere in the U.S. do you answer a call and it goes boop doop.
No. But a lot of times you'll get that when it's one of those auto dialers as well. I would know. I used to have to set those things up. And then the people I was setting the things up for, I wound up just going, I can't work for you people anymore. Heading to the turbo fuel. I want to see what's going on.
It's crazy too, because no matter how many times I block the number, they just come at me with another number.
Oh yeah.
And it's been going on for weeks like this, every day. I block the number, they call me tomorrow with another one. It's like, ugh.
Oh yeah, they blow up my work phone, and they keep calling me Karen.
Mm-hmm.
Hi Karen. It's like I'm not Karen. I don't know who this Karen is that you are speaking of.
Yeah.
All right. Something is not functioning over here. Let us check. Whoa. Autosave gave me lag.
Yep. I bounced backwards a few feet.
Sandra, am I correct that the train over here now should just work whenever the other ends of these lines get connected to factories?
Yeah, I just hooked that up today. Just today.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I've been looking back every once in a while to see if it's hooked up yet.
Yeah, the train line is hooked up. You can even pull power from that train station now.
Wait a minute.
Ooh, cool. Looks like I gave you just enough room to turn the train around.
I had to add a few, I think like 2 rows of foundation to get the corner in, but you can remove it if you like. We could put in supports or whatever, no matter.
Oh, I didn't even think about that out on the end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yep. Definitely have a problem over here in the turbo fuel. I'm hearing the engines cut off and on. So we're not getting enough fuel. Yeah, we are not getting enough fuel in here.
Because my train. My train. What are we doing? What the heck? Why is this idle? Oh, we're not getting enough normal fuel. That's what it is. And if you look at the blenders, this one has 2 fuel in it, 2 regular fuel.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, so it's not working. This one's got 1 whole fuel. It's got 0.4. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem.
Uh-oh. Why are these not running? It's not getting enough. It's not getting enough crude oil.
Oh. Hey, your crude oil tanks up back here empty too. Hmm. Is it a pump issue? Let's see. What's the flow like? Yeah, flow's kind of meh.
Yeah, it's got to be because this pipeline is.
Oh, this pump there, that tank's completely full.
Which one is?
That one's completely full. So.
Okay,
This
so
is-
that
yeah,
one's.
This pipeline's running at 600. What the? And now all of a sudden it's starting to work? What? I'm confused. Flow rate's maxed. It wasn't maxed a second ago. It was empty a second ago.
Right?
Huh. Yeah, that whatever's coming out of this pipe is not coming out of this pipe. This pipe's pretty. How much do these need? 50 times 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's
So that
try.
would be 600. Yeah, that might be all it needs. Oh, I think I found your problem.
Oh,
Yeah, you needed 600, and I think you forgot to overclock this oil extractor. It's sitting on a pier node, but it has no cores in it, and you need 600
wait, which one?
on there.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I came over here, and it's like, you need 600, but you're only pumping 240.
Well, that would do it.
It happens. And since we backed up the system, it took it long enough to finally start having issues.
Let's see, that pipeline. Oh, and that's the pipeline going to the fuel. Yep. That would, that would have definitely been the, I'd say that was, definitely the issue.
Yeah. I have to turn one of these off for a moment. Since you're pumping exactly 600 and you're using exactly.
Yep.
Turn one off and
But
give it a moment to
that would also
catch.
explain why this buffer was empty, because before I had cut the system on back when we had built this, I let the buffers fill all the way up.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Alright, so we get that going. And that should get the turbo fuel going. And then we'll
Turn
have
this one off for a minute.
less fluctuation issues.
Yeah.
It's always awful, log in, 2-3 weeks since the last time we played on here. And then first thing we do is find a problem with the power. Going, well, I guess I know what we're doing tonight.
That is interesting. Since we let the turbo fuel buffers back up too, it's like, how long has it been going like this?
Right?
Sadly, the turbo fuel buffers are completely empty.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
They're drained. Oh yeah.
I mean, we're making a little extra in comparison to all the fuel generators we've got out there.
Yeah.
So it'll take it about a week, but they'll eventually fill up.
It'll take it another 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, I don't need to be out for 2 weeks for that reason again. Might not have a house anymore.
Don't want to tempt fate twice.
Well, hell, I mean, I'm sure you probably listened to the streams the last few days, but so you and I talked more in the past about the cars I had, but I had the big Cadillac SRX. That thing's a freaking tank.
Yeah.
The water went above the steering wheel.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
But my wife's aunt's car was a tiny little Nissan. So you think about this, that SRX, that thing weighs almost 3 tons. That thing wasn't getting moved.
No.
And it's what saved my house. Because my wife's aunt's car was parked behind the Cadillac. And it picked up her aunt's car and tossed it around and whatnot. But because the Cadillac wasn't going nowhere, it just held them in place. If the Cadillac hadn't been there, it would have taken her car, slammed it into my privacy porch. And the privacy porch is just on stilts, so it would have taken that out.
Yeah.
And then privacy porch going down would have taken a wall, and and now broken house.
Mm-hmm.
We got lucky with the flash flood, and the fact that our house apparently is about 2 or 3 inches higher than everybody else's house around us. So the water and everything, it didn't actually get in the living space of the house, but it blew through my crawl space.
Yep.
So I've got a blower set up underneath there trying to dry out the crawl space. And then I had somebody just tell me yesterday that I might have to do something different. So I'm going to need to crawl underneath the house, which there's not a lot of room, and rip out all the insulation that's underneath there and put in new insulation, because that insulation is not going to dry out.
No.
Yep, they're right.
And it'll start growing mold and...
Right.
Quickly.
Yeah. I've done a bit of house construction stuff. I know all.
I don't. So the downside is that for me is that I don't know anything about this stuff. I don't have that knowledge. Need me to fix a computer? I'm your guy.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to know things about house. I am not your guy. I am not a handyman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't plan on those being connected together because I had worked out the flow
for the
rate.
moment.
Oh, okay. Temporary. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's helping. Yeah, it's having a hard time catching up. So I'm like, I'll just speed up the process.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
We're about a third of the way full.
Yep. Oh yeah, I put that pipe in it, man. That worked fast. So I looked at it and it only had like 100 and some in there. Now it's
Hey,
700.
knucklehead. What's going on, buddy?
Is he gonna jump on here?
I don't know. He had talked about before the hurricane. He talked about possibly wanting to hop on here with us and learning how to do the efficiency and stuff that we like to do, instead of doing things the way that he had done.
I mean, he wasn't too bad though. I mean, for the most part, a lot of it was pretty decent. So.
Yeah, but he didn't have any trains. I like having the trains come and delivering stuff. Makes the map feel alive.
Yeah. By the time I'm done, though, there's going to be a full loop.
Oh,
on the map.
I expected that.
Yeah.
So.
Because we're going to be going through be going past here, over around the south end of the grasslands, and then we're going to be going up through the grasslands, back through that area.
What's wrong with the sulfur train?
Oh, probably because my train's in front of it. It's mad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's because my train's like in the station, and it's just like waiting. And if the trains wait too long, it'll start pinging you, saying, "Hey, this train's waiting too long. There's a problem." There you go.
All right, so. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Nope, nope, not a problem. Never mind. Forget what I was saying.
Yeah, it's just because I have that pipe hooked up. But every now and again, it'll take a bit more. Getting there, though.
Yep.
Almost back up to full speed.
Hey, Bill. Oh, Bill says for me to lock you and McSire in the crawl space. Get you to do the work. Yeah. From way Thunder's described himself, he's a big guy like me. The crawl space underneath this house, there is not a lot of room.
No. Usually isn't.
And now with the extra mud and everything, there's really not a lot of room.
Yeah. I bet you lost a few inches.
Yeah.
Now it's all going to be settled. And
the thing is that the way the flash flood hit the house, from what I can tell from the evidence, when the flash flood hit the front of the house, the entrance to my crawl space that's at the front of my house, right where the air conditioning unit is, it hit so hard that it disintegrated the door.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, flash floods are crazy.
And then
once that water gets to moving, there's very little that can stop it.
Yeah, well, and then it blew out every opening of the crawl space.
Yeah. Very nuts.
And it was, it was a true flash flood. I've never seen anything like this before. I didn't personally see the flash flood. I wasn't home.
Yeah.
Neither were my wife and kids. But, the whole reason I know that it happened so fast is because I was here at 8:30 in the morning, Friday morning, checking on the house. Everything was fine. I was like, okay, cool. We made it through the worst of the storm. And we were here till about 9 o'clock or so. Drove back to our friend's place. And then me and my wife came out here at 10:30. So only an hour and a half later to get a change of clothes for the kids. And we drove into devastation the chain link fence that we have for our backyard was completely flat. It had gone from a vertical position to a horizontal position. Mud everywhere. I mean, it was. We were flabbergasted.
Yeah. That's the perfect definition of a flash flood. It's
Flooded. So, yeah, it was definitely a shock. And then, like I said, I'm not really a handyman, so.
Well, I mean, replacing depends on what the bottom of it, what's covering the insulation. How you need to get it back up there. That depends. So I know with trailer houses, it's like there's just a plastic covering that's literally just stapled to the run boards, and then insulation on top of that. So.
Oh, yep, I see we got buffering on the stream because the bit rate's going all over the place again.
Mm-hmm.
It did fine Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then yesterday and today, it decided to.
That's because I'm here. That's what.
Actually, I'm kind of wondering if it's weather because the cable lines are above ground, and we're having a lot of wind right now. And I wonder if that's part of the cause.
Could be.
I mean, I'm seeing that I still got an upload speed, but it's not nearly at the level that I like for it to be at.
Yeah.
Oh, this buffer's pretty much full.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's trying, huh? Look at that fill rate. That's an interesting number, huh? 602. Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, I'll take it. All right, bit rate looks like it's back to normal. All right, yep, this thing's full. So we can turn this back on.
Yep. All right, he didn't have a buffer for the regular fuel, right?
No.
Okay. Okay, once that gets going.
All right, we're good there. Oh, that's not right because the thing's full. Okay, I'm okay with that.
Some of these are not running because they don't have any fuel in them yet.
Right.
Still trying.
I wonder if...
Because we're using, how exact is the fuel?
It's pretty exact if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's like we have to turn off one of the blenders here.
Well, because we're producing 400 fuel, and we need... Is it 400 fuel?
37.5 times 9 plus the extra, right?
Yeah.
That's 337 plus 10, so 3.
Yeah, I think it's like 392.
That's 10.
Yeah, we're producing 400 fuel a minute.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, even if they were running at fully overclocked numbers, it'd only be 375.
Okay.
There's 10 machines, and fully overclocked is 37.5, and this one's underclocked.
Right. I had to underclock this one.
Yeah, because of the heavy oil residue, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah.
Something on the back end couldn't handle anymore. Well, I think we're starting to catch up, actually. Well, let's see.
Yeah, I don't see any yellows over here on the blenders.
Oh, this one just... How did you say that?
And
Why is the fuel not... Fuel's just not going. What the heck?
it's trying.
It's trying.
It's just that one, though.
Okay, that's not right.
What's that?
This one's fueling... This one's like slowly draining at fuel. Like, what the heck? So that one's good. That one's good. So why is this one not wanting to... This one produces up to like 30, 40 fuel, and then it slowly drains out of the pipe, which doesn't make any sense. What we got? Okay, the pipe. So the pipe's completely full.
And then it hooks up to this T intersection.
Yeah, that's very strange. It's strange that the pipes are completely full, but we're having trouble keeping up. I have to throw a pump or something on this. Just to push it.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Oh, that is weird. What the heck? Got some weird flow mechanics. This pipe right here is flowing at... That's kind of bouncing around. Flows a bit.
Yeah, the flow rate's just kind of bouncing up and down on a lot of these pipes. I'm going to try...
Ooh, that might help. Do
Whoop.
this.
What you putting in down there?
I just throw a couple of valves right up to the machines here, so they don't try to push into each other. That might help push it down. Nope. Oh yeah, I was like looking at the floor like, where's the holes? I can't see the holes.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
little
yeah.
little bit of a tight fit.
Yep, that might help it. push into the machines. I look at it right away. Right away, it's like pumping. It's going. I think it did need a little help for the distance that it's covering.
I think a distance and height.
Yeah. Yeah, it just needed a little push.
Yeah, because now this thing's running a steady flow rate of 600.
Yeah, it's pushing. About the pipe behind it. Yep, pipe behind it's maxed. Let's see. I keep trying to slide, but I can't slide.
Yeah, I know. I was trying that earlier, too.
Let's see what this pipe down here has to say. That's much better.
Yeah, did that seem to take care of it?
It's not as bouncy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little more steady at 600 rather than 600, 200, 300, 200, 600, 200. It's all over the place. Yeah.
Well, and the blenders are all running at, oh yeah, they're all running at solid capacity now. Yeah.
Just love that the animations are sped up too.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Such a good change.
Okay, so the one that, interesting. So the one that kept going yellow on us, for some reason, this one's got something weird going on with the fuel.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's because it's the very end.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Yeah,
Now,
it's the last one in the chain, though.
but now it filled up.
Yeah. Well, it's actually second to last, but yeah.
Right. Well, I was saying is that this one was full, but this one was sitting at 2 to 4. But
Yeah,
now it's got 50.
But also that end one doesn't take nearly as much fuel.
True, but still,
to work.
Yeah, still
Yeah,
it was
this one takes a bigger gulp each time. So.
All right, that should have that going. So now, give it just a little while for the turbo fuel to actually get the pipes completely filled up.
Yep. It's going to take a minute, but it'll.
But
that'll work.
That'll have the power much happier.
In fact, there's a lot less red over here now.
Yeah.
It's slowly catching up.
Well, and I already see that our power is starting to balance out more than.
Yeah.
Well, it's much better than what it was when I first looked at it.
Oh. Did you cut out there?
So it's much better than what it was earlier.
Yeah. Much better. Animations on this end machine are running so slowly that they're actually running at a slower FPS as well, like it's luxury. Because it's just so underclocked.
Wait, what is going on with this one?
Huh? happening.
Oh, interesting. We may need to take a look at each of these. You're going to see some that look like real slower, and as soon as you look at it, it'll pick up speed.
Yeah, it's because it's overclocked.
Well, no, they're all overclocked, but it's like they're
right.
forgetting that they're overclocked.
Yeah, it's just the animation that's in the sound.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't activate until you look at it, and then if you log back in, it does it in the single player too. When I reload the game, all of a sudden all the audio and all the animation goes back to normal.
Oh, okay.
Even though
Okay.
it's fully overclocked, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they quite got that ironed out yet.
All right. I'm seeing some that are just having a short blink of yellow. Oh yeah, power's definitely starting to level out.
Yep.
Yeah, it's getting there.
That looks like one of those, what do they call it, seismograph?
Yep.
So it looks like.
Oh yeah. To top all that off, after the hurricane and flooding, town just south of where my mom lives, which isn't far from me, we've been getting earthquakes, and we're getting 4 or 5 earthquakes every day for the last 4 days.
Yeah.
I mean, they're little earthquakes. They're only like 2.4s, But, for the land up here in the mountains and everything, a little shake is all it takes to get the land to fall because everything's saturated.
Yep. And if your house wasn't already in danger of being shifted off its foundation.
Right? Well, and then, when we were really in the direst of straits out here, because there was no internet access, there was no cell phone access. I mean, everything was just cut off. We were just cut off from the world. They built a couple of new cell phone towers for us. One of those, a couple of temporary ones. They built them, and we had cell phone signal for about 12 hours. And then a landslide took out the 2 new cell phone towers.
Yeah. Holy crap. Yeah, Mother Nature said no. No cell phones.
Yep. Mother Nature says, no, you are not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
You're going to sit here and enjoy your time off from work. This is not how I plan to have time off from work.
Yeah.
And thankfully, because of my position at work, I was able to call my boss and my pseudo boss. And I told him, look, here's the situation. I'll be back at work when I show back up to work. No ETA or anything, and they all went, understood, no problem. It's like, yeah, you say no problem. I know how this works. So I made sure to get back to work as soon as I could. All right, I think the power situation has been solved. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the tracing it all the way back. I think it was the fact that I hadn't overclocked that pump.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go, how did I miss that? And I'm sitting going, I have no idea. A lot's happened in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, they know you ain't gonna remember. No one would. My brain's too preoccupied.
Yeah. All right, so now we can start thinking about factories. All right, so you said you've got that factory already making the supercomputers, right?
The supercomputers will be made as soon as they have all the inputs.
Okay.
But everything is hooked up, waiting for the. I think it's only missing plastic.
So how many supercomputers a minute are you going to be making?
I will have to go look, but I believe it's. Well, the entire factory is set up to be expanded, or upgraded, or whatever you want to call it. But at the moment, I believe I can find my way through my own factory here. What the? Oh shit. Okay. Well, it is capable of like 6 per minute. I've got
6
4
per minute?
machines, 4 machines at 1.8 whatever number per minute.
Okay. Okay.
But that depends on them being supplied with sufficient stuff.
Of course. But 6 per minute, that gives me a number to work with.
The way I built this, since I didn't have input numbers for how much was going to get to it, I just built it to work with whatever it could get.
Yeah, that's a good way.
All right. So then, where I've got the adaptive control units being made, I need a singular train station.
Yep.
To drop off supercomputers at it.
At where?
Let's see. Where are you at?
Double that number. You have a total of 8 manufacturers up here ready to make supercomputers if it has enough input.
Yeah. Don't drive off with your train yet. I'll just wait for you to slap it down the line, and then I'll ride on top of the train on the way back, and then I'll tell you where to stop.
What are you talking about?
See,
I'm gone.
Oh.
I'm not even in that area no more.
Oh, okay.
I'm heading over to the plastic factory at the moment. Since I got that train line hooked up, I can start sending him plastic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Fine, I'll do it by foot.
Just hop in the tube or throw on a train of your own.
Well, no, I can't hop in the tube because I need to stop halfway down the tube.
Well, throw it on a train. Drive it.
I don't have the materials I need to make a train. Oh, I bet we've got it. I bet we've got it in the
It's in the depot.
Yeah. It's too late now. I'm not used to. I'm still not used to having a depot. You know.
Yeah, that's up to 8 thinking right there. Need to expand your horizons. That's just a single car train, right?
Yes.
Not for the plastic.
Yeah, that should be all he needs. Yeah.
Alright, so plastic train, and then we'll name it. There. Oh, yeah, that's one of the things they just recently fixed. Was the naming of trains.
So, easiest spot for me to tell you, Tundra. This is going to be the easiest way to give you the directions. It is. Well, I mean, it's literally the curve where the power lines go directly across the tracks. The spot where we talked about needing to elevate the power tower platforms.
Right. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna forget in 5 minutes. That's how my brain works.
So what I'll do is I will blow up some flora over here.
which is turn on self-driving. All right. You got that train set to unload, right? That plastic?
I will double check it, but it should be, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm going to
he'll...
ride this train for a loop to make sure it's going to work, but...
Oh, got it.
Yeah, and you'll need one that's going to be for pickup for the supercomputers.
Yeah. He's got it already set up. And we've already got hooked to the main train line, so... I believe he has an output.
Alright,
I thought I saw. Yeah.
This should give enough space for a rail line. I just need to get it at the right heights.
That doesn't have to be at the height that the rail line does.
No. I'm trying to set it up to where it makes it easy to make a split off the rail line over to here to drop off supercomputers.
Yeah, it does depend, though, where you're trying to set up at. Because there's a lot of bridges, so...
Yeah, well,
Let's see what we can do.
that's the thing. It's the bridge that we're going to split off of.
Yep.
So that's why I was wanting to get your input over here so I can get a... I mean, this is a quick and easy factory that we can have set up. And we'll have one of the components ready to start being made. So I want to make sure I'm at the right heights.
Yeah, that train line's not on the world grid, so...
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured.
Yeah, almost none of my train lines are because I go with the landscape. I don't go with the world grid.
No, that makes sense. I mean, that's out of everything on the map, it's the one thing that I don't expect to be on the world grid is the train line.
But looks like my construction train's in the way. Get that. Pull a temporary train line over here.
Double checking to make sure the stream's still going.
It is.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, since I've already got the adaptive control units being made right over here, I figure I'll just set up a building that's going to have, you know, a couple of assemblers in it. It'll get fed the control units from up here. Oh, autosave.
A little bit. A little bit of lag there.
Oh, no, wait. I'm not making adaptive control units over here. I'm making automated wiring.
I was like, yeah. I don't think you're making adaptive control. Oh, yes.
What are those?
Actually. You might be, somewhere. I don't remember where, though. Okay, what the heck?
Where was I making those at? Those required... Those are in a manufacturer. With automated wiring, circuit boards, heavy modular frames, and computers. Where did I have those being made? Or did I...
Found the broken signal. There we go.
And I don't want to build a factory making that stuff if I've already got something making it.
Don't you have one of those cacophony factories?
No.
It's like got a whole bunch of factories in one.
Nope.
No?
The closest thing we've got to that is factory central over by the coal generators.
Yeah. The place where we are going to have an interesting time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only place where I've got the quote-unquote cacophony of factories. Oh yeah, keep your eyes out for hard drives.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, at this point, all the hard drives, at least from what I've experienced, all the hard drives are in the same places that they've been previously before.
Yeah, some of
just-
them require new stuff to unlock them though, because one of them that I found out in the swamp requires a quantum computer to unlock it.
Yeah, there's been a few that I have seen that have been different, but what they require. But I was just like, I just started looking it up. I was just like, yeah, okay, yeah. I've already been here. I've already done this for many, many hours, so I'm just like, I'll just look it up. Look up where the hard drives are. Go grab some.
Oh, and there goes my bit rate.
Okay, there should be.
Alright, circuit boards. Alright, so this is making computers. Computers, and that going into this. That's making radio control units. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? What is this not getting? Aluminum casing. Oh, because I was manually dropping aluminum casing in here. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever intended to use that for the radio control units. You just like set them up for now right now.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I did.
Yeah. And it's like I'll just drop the casings in here, and we'll just make the radio control unit so we can move on. So I know we were talking about using that computer factory of yours to put over for the supercomputers.
Yeah. But it sounds like he's got that squared away.
Yep, I'm going through it piece by piece now to double check and put signs up and so on.
Which computer recipe did you use?
Yes, that one.
Or if you went with another option.
Let me go upstairs and see what I used.
Alright.
I did use an alternative recipe for something.
These don't need to be slooped anymore, as far as I can tell.
The AI limiter I used an alternate. That's what the plastic is. Using the plastic AI limiter with quick wire and plastic to make it. Since I have plenty of Caterium for quick wire.
Right, right. I'm looking more at the computer recipe. So are you using manufacturers for your computers, or are you using assemblers? Because
nope, manufacturers, computer AI limiter, high-speed connector, and plastic.
Okay, so you're going with the expensive one.
It was the one that I understood, I think.
Yeah.
So,
and there's a high-speed connector factory being built, so.
And this is all split up by floor, so I can easily redo the computer floor to use a different recipe.
So, like, the recipe that I like to use, I mean, this would be something for you to explore with, see if you like it or not. But the one that I like to use is the crystal computer recipe, which only requires an assembler. It's circuit boards and crystal oscillators That's it. That's all it needs. And then you get computers.
Well, the crystal oscillators need a manufacturer, don't they?
They do. There's no way around that, even with the alternate recipe for them. Because the alternate recipe that I'm using for them is quartz crystal, rubber, and AI limiters because it's insulated. Because that was cheap to be able to make. And the AI limiter, I'm using the same recipe that he's using.
I think I must have used this recipe because it was simpler to implement. Or at least it seemed so at the time. Because I was able to do everything right here, and all I needed to import was the plastic. Or wait, I think you're bringing the plastic and the... not the limiters, what's the other one?
The high-speed
You're bringing the two
connector.
things. Yeah, the connectors.
Yeah. I know why it's not getting any plastic. I guess I could have swore I ran a line, but I haven't got a... What the heck? I haven't got a smart splitter here. Did I never... Oh no, you got a smart splitter here. Oh, I see. Okay, that's rubber anyway. I could have swore I ran a plastic line up to the train station, but I guess I never got around to it.
Well, we're still getting a little bit of fluctuation on the power, but not nearly like what we were looking at when I first checked it. So we're definitely in better. We're in better shape, definitely.
I think this plastic is having issues.
Okay.
No, nothing with the machines or anything, but it's funny because it's just jittery.
Oh, okay.
It is super jittery. Let's upgrade them belts. There we go.
I forget whose stream it was I was watching. I think it was either Casper. I think it was Casper's stream with Satisfactory. Like the next level of belts look like the belt itself is glowing.
Yeah. What have you done over here?
Yeah, where?
This plastic factory. I went to hook up to the smart splitter, and the smart splitter is not straight with the foundation. I'm just like, what happened?
It
Smart.
got washed out by flash flood.
That's gonna be the excuse now. All the time.
Hey, most of the smart splitter issues that may be over there will be from me putting them directly on the line.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. The belt's kind of wonky.
Yeah, because the belt didn't want to behave. I think now that I've been running around and whatnot for the last hour and a half. Oh, I'm gonna get run over by a train. No, I'm not. Okay.
Yeah. I was trying to get Bit Viper ran over by a train, but he wouldn't do it.
Tell him you get an achievement for it.
Actually,
I've gotten that one many times. Just not in this game.
yeah, this game, just trying to say, this game, the train just goes through you. It doesn't shove you or anything.
Well, that's no fun.
Yeah, it doesn't have any collision with the actual player. I mean, you kind of have a collision with it when trying to jump around it, but it's just really weird. What the heck?
Oh yeah, that's right. I've still got oil over here that's not being used. It's only 240 a minute, but let's see. Plastic Factory. Yep, smart splitter's kicking the stuff off. Oh, okay, I see. I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, I just hooked that.
Whoa. Ground disappeared out from underneath me.
No, sorry. Yeah. Gotta run my belt underneath the train line, so.
Alright, so it looks like the intention is to fill up this train with oil.
Yeah, you were gonna export it somewhere, but I don't remember where.
Me either. But, we're gonna stick you in noodle mode.
That sounds really weird. There we go. Yeah. I was just like, had the train come back through, did its second loop, and I was just like, the plastic train was completely empty, and I'm like, wait a minute. Why is that empty? Yeah, I think we need to produce a little more plastic over here. I don't know if this is enough.
Alright. Well, that's maxed out, so. Where we need the oil to go, the tankers are getting filled up.
That's good.
It ain't pretty, but they're getting filled up. I didn't have a good way to. I couldn't find a good way to run that line.
I could have teed off right here instead.
Okay, yeah, we can still do that. But the problem is the T gets so close to the wall. Oh, yep, I forgot vertical. I forgot vertical was an option.
What is it trying to do? It's very... Okay, we'll just go a little closer. Good enough. Good enough.
There we go. So I took all the refineries that are hooked up to this pipeline.
Oops. That's not what.
And I maxed them all out. So by maxing them out, that gets you 600. So it maxes out the pipeline. I wonder, should we... Would it be smart to remove, like, this section right here? Instead of putting a valve in place, remove this section here and put in the industrial storage tank. That way, when the train pulls in, see what I'm thinking?
Well, these all have an industrial size storage tank.
Right.
Inside of them.
But they only fill up when there's actually a train there, right?
No, they fill up constantly.
No.
Oh, something else is wrong.
I mean, unless they're supposed to be set to... They're set to load.
Something else is happening here. Hold on. This front one's getting full.
Oh, that's what...
This one's
No,
empty.
no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because it's getting filled up in this tank, and then it's passing down through these pipes all the way down. And so it's going to fill up... So it's going to fill up the front one first.
Yeah. That's what's happening. Yeah. The valves aren't, or the ports for the pipes aren't two-way.
Right.
They only go one way, so they act like little pumps that
Right.
just push it out into the next. So yeah, it'll fill that front one first.
But still, I
And then
mean...
it'll move all the way down.
That's got it to where whenever we say we need oil brought somewhere, it's ready.
Uh-huh. Okay. Hopefully, you should be receiving plastic down there now. I would hope so, anyway.
Yeah, now this factory down here, I am pretty certain I'm maxed out. Let me do this. This would be a smart thing to do. Where is the overflow? Yeah, let's remove that. This will, what I just did, I made it where it stopped dumping the packaged fuel into the sink.
Whoa. All right.
That way you should start getting more plastic once this thing backs up a bit.
Yeah, but you also need to be burning off that heavy oil.
Oh yeah. No, this is temporary. I only removed a piece of the conveyor.
I guess what we could do is reimagine that heavy oil into the residual plastic. We have water. Instead of making all of it into fuel. It's either that or add more machines and then add that oil that's being pumped from over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I did this in my single player. There's another node of oil over here.
Yeah.
Right here. It's a pure node. Not being used. It's not even being tapped right now.
Oh, I haven't tapped that one yet.
No.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, there's two pure nodes in this area. Holy crap.
Yeah, I got excited when I found out this one existed, and I was like,
this one's
but then I was like, okay, well, I'll use this when I'm ready to use it.
Yeah. How much plastic are you producing right now?
That's a great question. I believe 5 refineries worth.
20. These aren't even overclocked at all.
No. I couldn't overclock them because when I built this, I didn't have the power shards and stuff to overclock stuff.
Yeah. It looks like this was built off of Mark 1 pipes as well, so
Yep.
pretty early on.
Yep. Yeah, this is a very early on build.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 doing
Here comes the
plastic.
train.
So you got 120 a minute, basically.
Yeah.
Stopping at plastic.
Good, good.
So
Yeah. We definitely overclock them and pump in that peer node there.
well, hold on. I just took this pure node and cranked it up to 600. So now I gotta
Yeah.
upgrade
Oh,
this pipeline.
yeah. Could upgrade the entire line. So 30.
We have plastic.
This is good. How much plastic do you need for your setup down there?
All of it.
We need a per minute number.
Yeah.
I will give you one as soon as I find one. I'm working in that direction.
Okay. Yeah, that way we can make adjustments down here.
Oh, there's gonna be so many adjustments.
Yeah. I'll bet. It's sad that when you upgrade the pipe, it goes back to default color.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta repaint everything. Like, oh.
I'm looking at. Because, man, I had this thing so balanced because of the liquid issues. I had this thing where it was running perfectly. And now, when we start overclocking things... oh, do we have any more power shards? Oh, jeez.
Should have plenty.
There are none in the... there are none in the thing in the dimensional depot. And
I have 50.
and I have 6 left.
Yeah, you used them all on your freaking
Oh no, I'm sorry.
turbo fuel.
I have 5 left because I just dropped 5 into the. I just dropped 3 over there. Yeah. Because what I wanted to do. Okay, so that's already doing 600. So if that's doing 600, then that's maxed out. There's not a split over here.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be.
Well, no. What I'm saying is that I've got this other pipeline over here that's pulling from those other 2 pumps that are kind of pointless now. Because the pipeline's not going to be able to handle it. I need Mark III pipes.
It's just either that or you have those pumps serving the rubber machines and then have this one serving the plastic ones.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. But you don't need the split either because it'll just pump into itself and it won't ever. It doesn't matter.
Will it?
As long as you have. Yeah, just as long as you have. When you have 2 coming in from both sides, it'll just deadhead itself, but it won't. It won't do anything. It'll just sit there.
Okay. No, what I was thinking about this is why I was questioning it. So if we overclock, say, all the plastic machines,
Right.
but the pipeline still can only handle 600 a minute.
Yeah, you'd have to separate those.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to separate
So
it out.
so it does matter.
If we need to. No, I'm saying for what was right here, right this moment, you didn't need to split it. You
Yeah.
don't need to split between.
No.
You're not overdoing.
Since we were talking about overclocking, that's where my brain was at. That's where my math thing was going, was working already on the overclocking numbers.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna overclock one of these fully and see what the numbers are. 75 per minute per machine.
There's 6 machines, so that'd be 600.
That'd be exactly, yeah. Heck, that would work, yeah.
No,
They,
no. Wait. There's
75.
6 machines.
Oh,
That's
no, that's
450.
450, yeah.
But that would still work. But now I'm going to run into a problem with the.
Because we're about the overhead.
I'm going to run into an issue with the residual.
Yeah. And like I said, too, we can, there's a few different ways we can pull that. You don't have to turn it directly into fuel.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll want to for the packaged fuel and stuff, but you don't have to turn it all into fuel.
I could package it and just sink it.
Yeah. But if we take some of that, depending on how much plastic we need, but we could also take some of that heavy oil and turn it directly into plastic, just add a bit of water.
Yeah. So we'll need to wait and find out how much plastic he actually needs, and then.
Yeah. But we also got your factory, too. We got or not your factory, but any future factories, I guess, that would need plastic.
Yeah.
At some point.
So yeah, tonight.
This is.
Tonight turned into a not building session. It turned into a let's go fix the power station, and it turned into a planning session.
Because if this is going to be the permanent base for plastic and rubber,
I think it will be.
Yeah, we need to start thinking about future factories.
Yeah. Well, and the reason I say I think it will be is because we still have the pure node that we haven't even touched.
Yeah, we got the pure node, and then off to the east, was it 1 normal and 2 impure, or no, it was a full 600. Off to the east, there's enough nodes over there to get another 600 pipe.
Okay.
And then off to the west, unless you tapped those.
I tapped those. Those have been tapped.
You tapped all 3?
No.
Over there?
I only tapped the 2 that were up high. The one that's down the cliff, I didn't tap.
Okay. Yeah. And with all of this here, I believe the number was 3,450 oil per minute with all of those nodes combined. I just know this because I have my plastic arm factory in this area too, and I was trying to pump in all of the closest nodes.
Yep. Double checking the stream real quick. Okay, stream looks good. But yeah, this requires lots of upgrading.
Yeah. Might even need a redo.
Yeah. And I knew this thing was gonna probably need a redo, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
worry about me. I'm just having fun.
Yep.
I'm just upgrading all your belts to Mark V. Just because.
Now, see, I was thinking that.
You were sinking? Yeah.
Oh! Oh, I know why I was sinking it. Because if I don't sink it, then it turns into a choke point.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, if you don't sink it, you're going to back up with your heavy oil.
Yeah, and then you won't get any more plastic.
Yeah.
Alright, well, put the conveyor back. And there it goes. Well, that's a lot of fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I didn't sink it, then you'd stop getting plastic. So.
And rubber.
Yeah.
And we need rubber for modular engines.
We need rubber in so many places.
Yeah.
How do we want to do that? So many options. It's definitely need to be producing more plastic over here. Lots more plastic.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of later recipes that need it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is I need to turn this into basically what's going to be doing your rubber and plastic, and really look at maxing out the rubber and plastic and fuel over here. I mean, the fuel that's over here is literally for our jetpacks.
Yeah. But heck, one machine would cover that. Because you make so much fuel, and those packers are pretty damn fast.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Yeah, but I had to do it with that. I had to do it with the numbers that I did. Otherwise, we wound up with a backlog. And it was going to choke. I had to do it this way so the system didn't choke.
No, because we didn't have the residual stuff yet. Either.
Yeah, no, this whole thing was built back when we first got into oil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's so many things we gotta make. Oh my goodness.
Oh, no, do they not have that no more?
That's literally what it takes to make the particle accelerator. Holy crap! Yeah, it has a range of 250 to 1500 megawatts.
Yeah, that's just one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But
we're solid on power right now, so it's starting doing particle accelerators. Though it's not going to take long for that to go and create a problem.
Oh, so no, there isn't a recipe that does what I wanted. No. I could have swore there was. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I thought you could take heavy oil and add water to make plastic. No, it's
not fuel.
It's polymer resin.
Yeah.
Not fuel. What?
Yeah, not fuel. It's the resin that you had to use. Yeah.
No, I thought you could do heavy oil with water. You could basically use the residual oil or the heavy oil to turn it into plastic, but no. So you literally have to make fuel. Or me making some.
Well, we're still missing one of the recipes for the polymer resin, and I think that the last recipe for the polymer resin was the heavy oil plus water.
No, there's no more recipes for plastic.
Not plastic, the polymer resin.
Oh, yeah, that's something different.
That's what I'm looking at. Is what if we need polymer resin, okay, let's look at what we're going to use to make polymer resin. What's going to be our best option?
Is there any like non-alternate recipes that don't need polymer resin, or that do need polymer resin? I don't think there is. I think polymer resin's just like strictly for equipment.
Let's see. Polymer resin is used in residual rubber, residual plastic, those are regular recipes. Those aren't ones that we have to do a hard drive or anything for. And then the extra one you get from the MAM is the polyester fabric.
Yeah, which we have. Yeah, there's no reason for polymer resin almost, other than to automate fabric for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because then the residual plastic and rubber recipes are kind of pointless.
And there's still one more recipe to learn for rubber. We've got the recycled plastic recipe, which is rubber and fuel.
It's like, yeah, no.
Actually,
it's just far easier just to add more plastic machines. I'm trying to work out that.
no, I'm looking at this would actually make sense and would work. Got no idea what I'm going to do with all that fuel. I need a way to be able to sink liquids.
Well, fuel, you just throw it into a line of generators. That's one of the easiest ways.
True. And that'll give us a little extra power, too. So, here's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at doing just the basic fuel from crude oil to fuel. Basic.
Okay.
That gives us the 30 polymer resin a minute. So I look at the polymer resin per minute. Not that one. I wanted the plastic recipe here. Okay, so plastic plus rubber, or fuel plus rubber, will get us 60 plastic a minute. That's easy enough to do. Oh yeah, we can make a stupid amount of plastic if we do it this way. We'll literally set it up to make fuel. Gotta figure out something to do with that heavy oil residue.
Pack it and sink it.
Actually, it'd be cheaper to turn it into petroleum coke and sink that.
Yeah, because that's just.
Okay, you got numbers? Go for it. Fire away.
With the current build as is, without expanding anything, etc. To run it at full tilt, I need 262.5 plastic per minute.
All right.
62.
So 270.
Yeah.
I can expand. That's without any expansion, which I can do. That's without any overclocking, etc.
Yeah.
All right, so 270 plastic.
Yeah. That's not including anywhere else.
Yeah.
As well, so shoot for
600 per minute.
Yeah, because if we're going to go fully overclocking on the plastic at the moment, it does 50 when it's fully overclocked.
Yeah, so that's not making nearly enough to begin with.
That's on one machine, though.
Alright, so...
And at that rate, it would require 25-ish high-speed connectors per minute.
That's easy enough. 25 high-speed connectors. All right. I'm going to head over to the high-speed connector factory that I started working on it.
So if that's already 600, as long as these aren't overclocked, this is using 30 per minute. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 of them.
And all of that is using a fraction of my Caterium over here, so.
30 times 12. That's 360 a minute. Alright, so this is barely using anything.
Looks like, yep, sounds like you're getting your plastic and rubber factory figured out, so. I'm gonna go over here and do this factory that I started 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna get started with this. Can you drop a few power shards into the dimensional depot?
How many do you need?
I'm out. I'm not sure how many I need, but 20 would be nice.
Ah, stuck. Okay.
Alright, set that to 300.
Wow, that was quick. They're uploaded.
Awesome, thank you.
I was just watching it going, holy crap, that is just going. I need more power shards.
I think we all do.
Yeah. Looks like the plastic train is in full swing. That's good.
Alright, that's 150. That's 300. So that's 450. That covers what's needed there. Alright, so this already been upgraded to the higher grade pipes.
Behind the machines, I didn't.
Well, because what I'm looking at doing is leaving the leaving this set the way it is, and then building a couple separate factories over here for plastic and all that.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen my plastic and rubber factory.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that, but that's with producing 5 of each of the phase 4, 5 a minute on each of those.
Right.
Phase 4, so that's pretty insane. But that's what I want.
All right, I gotta think through this real quick because I'm basically going to use all the oil I've got over here.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to make as much plastic and rubber as I possibly can. I'm
go for it.
Just going to max it out.
Go for it. Sounds good.
This is going to take some thinking. Because it's going to take a whole bunch of overclocking and weird balancing. Well, chat, I hope y'all had a good Tuesday. I think I've got a bunch of people lurking. Well, because chat itself has been kind of quiet. Not a lot of people typing or anything in there.
Heck.
All right, so yeah, if I max out the plastic and the rubber, then that means you can take it from here and get it delivered wherever it needs to go. And if I've got the numbers correct in my head, we can make a stupid amount per minute. All right, what do you think we're going to need more of, plastic or rubber? I'm thinking we're going to need more plastic.
Yeah, it's no matter how many times I've gone through the stages of trying to set up plastic and rubber, it's always been roughly around 2/3 plastic, 1/3 rubber,
Okay.
roughly. And that's all the games that I've ever played on this. Every game I've been through, it's always been that way.
So then what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up to make rubber and plastic, but I'm going to take some of that rubber to make more plastic.
Yeah, so you would need, you would need a bit more rubber than normal. Because you're going to need rubber for factories too.
Right.
So.
This will not be finished tonight.
No?
No, because I'm right now I'm planning it out in my head and planning out how I want to do it. Because I don't have a number goal at the end. It's literally going to be, all right, I've got this much oil coming from the normal and impure that I've got going on over there, which that's going to be enough to take care of the little factory I've got going on right now.
Yeah.
But that means I've got the two pures. So that's 1,200 crude oil a minute. You know, because if I tap this pure node over here along with that pure node over there, yeah, that's going to be 1,200 crude oil a minute.
And that's not including all the ones that are nearby.
No, that's just using these two here. Because then the other ones that I've got nearby, those are all being used to fill up the actual oil train.
Well, you got more nearby. You got more to the east. You've got another full pipe, 600 if you all use all three nodes.
To the east? Where?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Roughly there.
Let's slap down one of these bad boys.
What the? Oh, there we go.
I think it's under organization. Yep.
You're doing that.
Yeah.
It'll work. It'll help.
Get me my markers so that I know. I'm still. There's the pure that I haven't touched. There's the pure there. Impure, normal, impure, normal. All those are being used. So I'm going to use those pures to do this. There is that normal off to the west that's available still.
It's not quite reaching.
No.
Yeah, the ones you're looking for is roughly here.
Yeah, I'm just running a power line out here so that I can... Oh, just give me a tall freaking power thing. Let's come over here to this rock. This looks like a good spot to drop a radar tower. I think. Wire's too long.
No.
Stretch it.
Alright, yep. Now I see the oil you're talking about. Impure, normal.
Yep. Combine all those and you get another 600 pipe.
Okay. Well, I could be out here working on this for a couple of sessions.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to take a lot of it's going to take a lot of balancing.
You got it. Be easy.
So that's 600 plus 600. That's another 600. So that's 1800 plus another 300. So that's 2100 oil. $2,100 oil. That is $2,100. That is a lot of. What is this? Impure Sam ore. Of course, it has to look different. Oh, that's somebody put a marker on it. I see. Let's remove that marker.
Fucking who do you think that was?
All right, Mr. Slug, stop your little singing. I'm trying to focus and you're distracting me. All right. Pipelines. Those look like they're actually up on cliffs.
Which ones?
The three to the east.
Those are the ones I was talking about?
Yeah.
No, those are all on ground level.
Oh, ground level. Okay.
Yeah, they're just they're underneath the the big old cliff or the big old plateaus.
I gotcha. All right. And then we got a pure SAM node over here as well. We'll want to keep that in mind for next stage because we're going to need a lot of SAM come next stage.
Yeah, if it's a pier, put a freaking big old factory on top of that sucker.
Alright, so basically I need to take these islands right here. I need to completely cover them in foundation. That's what we gotta do. So we'll build floating first, and then we'll fill it in underneath. Alright, where's the high point? Hopefully there's no hard drives in the way.
I think so. Yeah, I built over the water to the north.
Go away. I need the magic fly swatter.
The electric ones.
Yep.
Yeah. Of course, most of the time that a lot of us had those, it wasn't. We weren't using them to kill flies. I'll say that.
So many better ways to use those.
Yeah, we were using them to hit each other.
Of course.
It's like not somebody's not paying attention, get them right on the elbow, just snap.
Alright, so it's going to need pumps to make it up here. Because I can't destroy this. Oh, that cleared a whole bunch of stuff out of the way. Okay. I keep hearing... I'm hearing a slug, but I ain't seeing it. Is it one of those hidden ones that like to hang on the underside there?
Yeah, there's a cave down. It's near the water level. I think on the north side of it, and it's got a radiated spider.
Oh, okay.
You blow up the rocks, and
On the north side.
yeah, it's kind of north side, yeah. Or that one specifically, because that was a tough fight.
Alright, wait for all that to dissipate. Oh yeah, that's a big ass spider.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, it's summer sloop. Alright, but at least now that'll stop singing at me while I'm trying to think about factory.
Yeah.
That's gonna have to go away. That's gonna have to go away. Alright, highest point. Highest point is that stupid coral. I can't tell. Actually, I think this is the highest point. Alright. Let's see how well this works. Well, because I'm thinking, you know, I'm going to build the floor. And then, oh yeah, that came out perfect. Nice. Yeah, I'm built floor, and then I'm going to do the downward stuff. But I do say, do the video that I caught of yours earlier today. I really liked how you did your windows by using the curved foundation pieces. That looks really awesome.
I was just like, yeah, my plastic and rubber factory looks like a freaking luxury resort out
Yeah.
out in the islands. Yeah. If you're gonna do that, it's best to blueprint it.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah. Because it can't tell you how many blueprints I put down building that thing. And I was just using the Mark 1, so.
I know Mark II is easy enough to build.
Not where I'm at. I'm still in phase 3.
Well, I can't help it that you drag your feet getting your work done.
Yeah. I've been working on that plastic and rubber factory, I think, for a week and a half.
I mean, we've had those times where it's like, I need a train going over here, and it's like, all right, I'm working on it, and you know, 6 months later, I still need that train.
Yeah, well, half the time you're pulling me to go and do other factories with you.
Oh, I know.
A lot of fun.
Doesn't mean that I can't still give you a hard time about it.
Right. Yeah, there's always time for that.
All right, those trees are coming up through the foundations, so they're going to have to go.
Whoa. My manufacturer is invisible. Oh, there we go. It finally popped into existence. All that was there was like the little power indicator and the little output. That was it. It's like, 9 point. Man, why can't the high-speed connectors just like make a solid number? Why does it have to be crazy?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
It's
We got.
totally overclock it, and it's 9.375.
Yeah, we got a few of those that like to give the whole. Oh no, we're gonna make your life complicated.
Yeah, very. That's why I don't work in exact numbers. I'm just like, I'll just throw a little more at it than it needs, and I call it a day. I don't want to. That way, I don't have to do. Try and figure that out.
Yeah, I like doing the exact numbers, but a lot of times I wind up doing the. It's close enough. Oh, I see my bit rate's been bouncing around. Let me make sure we're still good. Well, looks like we're still okay. All right. Man, this factory's so much higher than everything else. Oh, I'm gonna need pumps to get oil up here. This is. All right, let's throw down a refinery. This is not where it's going. I just want to put one down so I can get some math. Alright, so first off, plastic makes heavy oil residue. I need the recycled rubber recipe too. That would actually make this perfect.
Your trees have been removed.
Oh, thank you. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of refineries. This is gonna take some stupid amounts of math.
Yeah. If I didn't fully overclock my factory, I would need to produce what I wanted to produce. I would need 200 refineries.
I believe that.
I went, there's no way 200 fit in space.
and
so I overclocked them all.
And then you still need the power.
Yeah. Yeah, still need the power.
So
yeah, I ended up overclocking them all, and I ended up with 60 instead of 200.
So I didn't see, how you did your power solution on your single player, but I would be tickled to no end if you had wound up building the fuel generator depot the way that we've been building it here on the multiplayer.
I won't need that. I'm producing. So what I did with my heavy oil, producing all that, I'm producing 2,500 heavy oil residue per minute. I'm turning it all into fuel, and that's how I'm going to do my power. And that's going to give me 17,000 megawatts.
Okay.
Which ain't bad. Yeah, and I'm just doing this straight. I think it's called residual fuel. I think that's the recipe.
Yeah, well, that's what I was just looking at, because what I'm thinking I'm going to wind up doing. So I've got the plastic and I've got the rubber. Both of those are going to create heavy oil residue. I'm going to use that heavy oil residue, turn that into residual fuel. Then I'm going to take that residual fuel to make recycled plastic.
Right. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. But, you wanted a stupid amount of plastic, I'm going to make a stupid amount of plastic.
Yeah. We're gonna need it.
Does someone have, or can they get a handful of those explosive things and toss them into the depot for me?
Nobelisks?
Uh,
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, those.
Actually, I have some tickets on me. I can just buy some.
That's what I
Manufacturing.
that's what I was going to do.
There should be a crap load of tickets in the store.
No, there's there's no tickets in there.
Let's see. Equipment.
Well, I logged in today and I checked. There was 297 tickets sitting there. So I took them. So I took them and I spent them all. No, I've still got like 350 tickets in my pocket.
Yeah.
Do we have anything at the moment to spend them on, even?
Oh no. I used the tickets to buy all the parts that we needed to get us to the particle accelerators.
Ah, okay.
But he was fast tracking.
Well, it's one of those things going, all right, yeah, I need to make a factory to make the cooling units, and then I got to make a factory that's going to make the heat sinks, I got to make a factory that's going to make the turbo motors, and then also like, wait a minute, I got a stupid amount of coupons.
Should be more than enough Nobelisks in there.
So I just bought the stuff that we needed to be able to go ahead and finish off that last piece.
Mm-hmm.
That way we got available for doing nuclear power and all that kind of stuff, because that's Tundra's other job is nuclear power.
Nuclear power is fun on this game. It's a fun process.
I mean, I don't.
You don't have to do the entire process neither.
Well, I mean, I liked how I wanted to do the nuclear power last time. Hey, Linus, what's going on, buddy? Because once you have the particle accelerator, then you can take the nuclear waste, turn it into plutonium, and use the plutonium to continue fueling more nuclear reactors. They still produce nuclear waste, but you can use that nuclear waste to just keep producing more fuel.
Or now we're going to need nuclear waste for other things.
I don't want to know what you do in the dark corners of your bedroom, man. Look, it glows in the dark. Sorry. That was bad. That was really bad. It was going to get worse because then I was going to bring up the glowing helicopter.
You're going what?
The glowing helicopter. Yeah. Look, I can do a helicopter. Be like at a rave party.
Reminds me of the guy that
But at least
died because he injected his veins with the glow stick juice.
Oh God.
Well, you thought it'd be cool.
Well, I
was a 1,000 Ways to Die show.
I was just gonna say that at least this stick you don't have to break to get it to glow.
Yeah.
That would be bad. That would be bad.
Get the one where you can connect the end of it, then you just use it as a really small hula hoop.
Yeah.
Like, whee!
Well, 'cause, I mean, you don't want the you don't want the breaking of the stick, because then all of a sudden it's like, look, I can pee around corners.
No, don't need to be like that movie.
No, not at all. I'm doing much better now that you're here, Lunas. Let's see. So much math.
Yeah?
Alright, so we set this to plastic. That's 30 crude oil per minute. If we overclock it, then that's 75 crude oil per minute. Oh, I know. Alright. And now,
in the middle of a bunch of spiders and watch them go flying.
the recipe for rubber, how does that work out? That also needs 75 per minute. Okay, I can work with that. That produces 50 heavy oil residue. This produces 25 heavy oil residue. So it's 75 heavy oil residue per minute. So 150 crude oil will turn into 75 heavy oil residue if I balance it. Alright, 75. 2100 divided by 75 is still 28 refineries. Holy crap. And that's just for the basic. That's just for the basic plastic and rubber. Alright, now we said that came out to 75 per every 2. So 28 cut in half. 14 times 2. Holy crap. No, 14 times 75 is what I needed. 1,050 residual. Oh, the pipelines on this is going to be a nightmare.
Nah, you got it.
That's 1,050 residual. All right, residual fuel. So we got 28 refineries for that. Now, residual fuel. That's 150 oil residue per minute. Alright, that's 7 refineries for fuel exact. So 28 plus 7, that's 35 refineries. And then how much fuel is that? 7. So 7 of these, that's 700 fuel per minute. 700 fuel per minute. This needs for 10, so that'd be 9. So 9 of these. So another 9. So we figured out it was 35 plus 9. So 40. Holy crap. I'm going to need 44 refineries for this. Oh yeah. Knucklehead blew through it really fast. And then I wasn't sure if he was going to be joining us tonight or not, but he had said that he wanted to learn how we do it with the number crunching and everything.
Yeah, the proper way.
I'm not sure what bit Viper's working on right now.
Huh? Did he leave?
No, he's still logged in.
I'm here. I've been collecting slugs.
Oh, nice. Well, we definitely need those.
Yeah. Are you using the Satisfactory calculator?
Take those back to the main base and.
No, just happened to see a handful of them here off one corner of the Dragon's platform.
No, what I was saying is take those slugs back to the main base on the machine that's been summer slooped and make a whole bunch of shards, because I am going to need a stupid amount of shards, because 44 times 3 is 132 shards.
I got 30 on me.
As horrible as it sounds, I want to get to the next stage so we can start manufacturing power shards.
You can't.
But
Can't go too fast.
Well, no, because I mean, right now, just trying to get the 4 pieces for the phase 4. That's gonna take a bit.
And that's if you don't decide to.
Well, I can't.
Buy everything.
No, I can't. I can't buy those.
No, but you can buy all the parts and then put them into a manufacturer.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's just that's no fun.
No.
Because then you end up hurting later. Because you're just like, no, now I need to actually need to have manufacturing of this product because now I need, like 200 of them per minute.
Yeah. Now I need all the things and the doings and the stuff. Yeah.
And then it takes even longer.
Now
you're having to go back.
I had no problem with some of the advancement that I did with it, but I knew that once we got to this stage, it was going to be one of those things going, okay, hold on. We need factories.
Yeah.
And yes, I mean, I bought the turbo motors and the cooling units and everything to go ahead and get us the particle accelerator. But that was because with the stuff that we were doing, it made sense to me to just go ahead and get that available to us.
I thought that was the last tier.
Yeah, it was the very last piece too. So now it's going to be so many factories. All right, so Bit Viper, you need a part to be making?
Sure.
Let's see.
I'll regret that, but
that's funny.
Oh, I know what we need. Not that. The hell's that thing called? This is used to make that. Okay, so we don't need that, But we do need... Okay, so you already made your supercomputer. We need something making the adaptive control unit.
Okay.
Because I think, Tundra, I think you're right. I think I did throw down a manufacturer and just loaded it with containers.
Yeah, you've definitely checked at the main base to see if...
Yeah. And I don't have adaptive control units being made anywhere. So the only way that could have happened is if I had done the whole threw down a machine and just gave it what it needed.
Yeah.
Hey, all the stuff that it needs, we're making. So, I mean, you could literally have a couple of trains send all this stuff to one location and get this made. I can honestly say I don't see a need to. I don't see a need to make a whole new factory to build everything from scratch, Bit Viper, because automated wiring is already being made. Circuit boards are being made. The heavy modular frames are being made. The computers are being made. So, trying to figure out a way to get all those coming into one location to make the adaptive control units, because we got to have those to make the assembly director system, and the assembly director system requires 2 of these adaptive control units and 1 supercomputer, and we got to have 500 of them.
Okay. So basically what I need is a location big enough to put half a dozen train stations.
Actually, you might be able to do it with just a single train station.
No, you'd have to have all the inputs coming into a single train station as well.
Well,
because you don't want to mix cars.
No, I'm not.
But the logistics would be a pain in the butt.
I'm not talking about mixing cars. You want your train station to have 4 cars.
Right.
But that doesn't
But
necessarily.
Again, you have to have all 4 items coming to that specific train station.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that. Oh, we can't program the drop off to specify. I only want this thing getting dropped off here.
You should be able to do a train station that only addresses the 3rd car in the train. Just leave the spots where the first 2 cars are empty.
It's a nightmare.
Oh,
I mean, you're
okay.
wasting space, but
I've tried it. It is a nightmare doing it that way.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. That's.
Yeah,
right.
it is a real nightmare to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've tried.
That sounds like a serious pain in the butt.
Yeah. It's just like it's always better to have, even if you're going to do a single car, just throw down a train station, throw down the single car, and just have it bring that specific item, and it's just so much easier.
Okay.
And it does take up less space.
Well, I was just sorry. I mean, the thought in my head was the fact that we're already making all 4 of these items in different places on the map.
Right.
So, bring all those together and you get your adaptive control unit.
Yeah, we can still do that. It's just you would just have an individual train per item and just have a single car. and picking it up.
Okay. Here I was thinking I was trying to make things easier.
Like I said, I've tried doing it that way where you have one train going to different locations and trying to pick up a single car of different items, and it just, this is such a pain in the butt to set up.
Yeah, I thought that was making things easier. Obviously, I was,
Well, it's not that big of a deal to make a 4-station setup at a factory. That's pretty easy, actually.
All right, but what I'm saying is, like, the way you'd have to set it up in different areas, like if you say your third car is circuit boards, you'd have to have train station specifically that's train station,
Right.
empty car, circuit boards,
Right,
empty
right.
car, and then your next train, if you go to pick up, say, that same item for a different factory, then you got to have another train station set up specifically for that type.
Yeah, that wasn't what I was referring to.
Yeah.
I mean, just to set up a factory that gets everything by train to do this, even if it's just one car things,
Yeah.
Isn't a big deal to do. Is getting to Tundra? Is it a problem getting trains to send things to whatever I set up? Is that a problem at all?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know where we're making circuit boards. I was actually thinking about, since I'm going to be making circuit boards anyway.
I have
quite a bit extra.
I have an overage of circuit boards being made in the same place where the computers are being made.
Yeah. In the no space zone.
Yes.
Guarantee you don't have enough circuit boards for everybody, though.
No.
But I've got all the oil right next to me, so I'm using the Coke circuit board or whatever it's called?
Yep. Yeah,
That's
petroleum
the one
coke
I'm
circuit board.
using.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense
Since
for
I've got all the oil next to me.
Yeah, so that makes sense for where you're at. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm just going to make a ton of extra circuit boards.
I think you should make some rubber and plastic over
there. It's funny.
Yes, that was a joke, chat.
Yep.
Okay. On the west side of the map, this is for Bit Viper. On the west side of the map, I was originally looking at using this to do something else, but I think this will be better used by you. There's a massive amount of iron and copper untouched. Let me see if I can ping. Let me see if I can ping the map where I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm actually roughly familiar with that area from my own runnings.
I think we could use that area to build at least 2 out of the 3 required items to move into Phase 5.
Are we referring to the adaptive control units, or
That'd be your adaptive control units, but the adaptive control units need to be used to make the what the hell is that thing called?
Assembly directory system.
Yep. So you'd want to get supercomputers shipped over there, because originally I was looking at making the adaptive control units over there. They only have one recipe. There is no alternate recipe for it, unfortunately. But over there in that area, just north of that spot, you'll see where I have. Okay, that's it. I gotta clean up my desk. Just north of that area, you'll see where there's some copper, coal, and iron that's been claimed. The adaptive control units are being made there. Or not adaptive control. The automated wiring is being made there. So there's a ton of automated wiring up there that you can just run a belt straight south to that area, and so you'll already have your wiring. So you don't have to worry about the other three pieces, and that'd be the circuit boards and computers and stuff.
Okay, so wait a minute. The adaptive control units or automated wiring is what you say is being done north of that spot.
Yeah, automated wiring is being made right here. It won't let me ping it.
Okay, I got it. I see it.
So if you've got the automated wiring already being made, and you can use that, then that saves you a piece of the puzzle.
Yep. Well, not to dwell on it, but are we going with train delivery to build the control unit, or building it from scratch?
Well, what I'm thinking is that you're going to need to have the train deliver the supercomputers.
Yep.
It's the other pieces that you're going to have to make from scratch.
Wait a minute. This doesn't take supercomputers, it takes regular computers.
No, but because you're looking at the adaptive control unit.
Yes.
Right. The adaptive control unit then gets put with a supercomputer that makes the piece that we need for completing phase 4. So you're going to be making the adaptive control unit and then get the supercomputer shipped over there.
Okay. So
that's my thought.
Automated wiring by belt.
Yep.
The other three pieces by train or no?
No. So you have an automated wiring factory.
No, that's what we already covered that.
That's what we're talking about.
The circuit.
Because we threw a train on it.
The circuit boards, the heavy modular frame, and the computers. You'll need to decide on which recipe you want to use for them and build those there.
Why not being delivered from the places they're already being made?
We don't have a place that's actually producing an overage of circuit boards, not enough.
Okay.
I was about to be. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but I'll try.
The heavy modular frames, but this goes back to what we were talking about earlier, that trying to get a train line delivering each of these individual items would wind up being a nightmare.
No, well, what I was saying was the way you were trying to get it set up.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's just not the way you wanted to do it by train.
Doing it by train shouldn't be hard at all.
Wait.
It's just not with a single station.
I think.
Don't hurt yourself.
I think I have an easier way to do this. Unfortunately, they just don't bring as much as a train does. We could do some of this by drone. And that might actually be the answer.
Depends on how many it's sucking down.
Right.
7 stacks is the drone's max.
Um. So, well, because of the logistic nightmare that is the area where he and I built the steel factory and computer factory and all that kind of stuff. That's where I was thinking about using drones because trying to set up a train station there is just that's insane. Looking at the number of computers you need a minute.
Yeah, you could probably do that right by drone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could
Well,
also.
You're also going to need this. I don't know if he needs to send those to the supercomputer factory or not either.
But
the computers themselves. Unless you're making them all.
He's making them. He's already got supercomputers being made.
The computer factory is getting. I think they're getting computers delivered.
Yeah, the only thing he was lacking was the plastic from what he was telling us.
No, I'm getting computers and connectors and plastic delivered. The only thing I'm making on site is the AI limiter.
Where are you getting the computers from? Because the only person I know of that built a...
No, we haven't got there yet.
Oh, okay. Because I was figuring, the only person I know of that made a computer factory was me.
Yeah. Honestly, we probably need a computer factory.
We do.
I'm doing the high-speed one right now, high-speed connectors.
And I recommend building a factory that's going to be the crystal computer factory. That gets you your best bang for the buck.
Yeah. Because computers are needed, see, 2 out of the 3 items, I think, at least somewhere in the chain. Or maybe it's 3 out of the 4, actually. Might be 3 out of the 4 on phase 4. Computers are needed in somewhere along those production chains.
But what I was saying is that I could use drones to deliver the computers and the heavy modular frames to him, because the amount of heavy modular frames that he needs for the adaptive control units is minuscule.
What are we looking for an output of the adaptive control units?
Not a lot. You need 2. Let's see, 0.75 per minute. So 2 to get 2 per minute. Say, let's just make it 1.5 per minute. Let's make it easy. So we need 4 adaptive control units a minute. And
that's just one manufacturer then. One manufacturer does 5 per minute. Oh.
Yeah, one manufacturer will be plenty.
I think the one time I did, I think I had 2 or 3, something like that, a long time ago.
But yeah, looking at this, I think we can do this by drone. Now, the ones that we can't do by drone, because you need so many of them, is the circuit boards and the automated wiring.
Yeah. And you got that big automated wiring factory up there. Just need to throw a station on it.
That actually doesn't even need a station. Literally, where I pointed him to build at, he can just run a belt down to it.
Oh, you're okay. You're having it built over there. Sweet.
And then,
that leaves me with no circuit board on site.
Yep. So building circuit boards on site.
Like I said, I'm going to be building a bunch of extra circuit boards because I got all this oil.
Well, then get on it, man.
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing it.
Jeez.
I'm doing it.
Rubber and petroleum coke.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Actually, Actually, for what he's needing, you'd be better. So, Bitviber, you'd be better off with a silicon circuit board.
You cut out.
So you'd be better off with the silicon circuit board. That would be the recipe I would recommend to use for making the circuit boards for your factory. Well, because it makes 12.5 circuit boards a minute.
Right. I'm just saying, though, I'm going to be making a bunch extra.
Oh, no, I know you're going to be making a bunch of extra, but are you going to be making enough per minute?
I might. Depends on how much oil I can get in here, or how much this is going to make me.
So, I'm going off current recipes that we have available. And because I believe there's quartz near him in that area. I could be wrong. Oh, no. There was quartz near him. That's all been used. But no. Oh, no, that makes it easy. You gotta let quartz is just getting dumped into the sink over there.
Upload the quartz up at the palace.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. We can throw a drone on there to get the quartz over to you to make the silicone. Unless you've already got it making silicone.
It's making silica.
Oh, silica, yes.
The silica and the crystal are both currently just being dumped into the awesome.
Right. So we could take the silica and take that away from it and dump it into the awesome sink and have that fill a drone, and we could have that dropped off for you. So then that makes it really easy because you got so much copper over there that you'd be able to make copper sheets by the ton. So that covers your circuit board. So yeah, we'll use a drone to drop off the silica. You'll make the copper sheets over there. And that'll make you lots of circuit boards. Now, don't get me wrong. It might not be enough circuit boards. We might still need to have the circuit boards from where Tundra's working to be delivered. And Tundra, we're still going to need circuit boards in a lot of other places. So.
Oh, yeah.
But I think for immediate needs and recipe-wise,
Immediate needs.
I think that the silicon circuit board is going to be your go-to. We're going to have computers delivered to you.
So what I'm getting from you right now is computer and frames by drone, wiring by belt, and the silica by drone build the circuit board and the copper sheets on site.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a cacophony of craziness.
So I can take and put the drone station up on top of the palace and send the silica up there.
Yep.
You'll also need to
But
figure out
we
how
got-
to provide it with some kind of fuel.
But we got to get fuel. And The fuel's easy because it's a short distance. We can fuel it with coal.
That's crazy.
Right?
Like, I understand having some alternate fuels for the drones, but I didn't think coal would be available.
Yeah,
People drone.
but apparently that's an option.
That's an option.
So we can fuel it with coal. Now, granted, we're going to have to test it, see if it can get loaded up with enough coal for going the distance. Make sure it doesn't get stuck halfway on the way back home.
I think it tells you when you set up the route.
Okay.
You tell it, and it actually should tell you how much fuel.
Now would
it
be,
needs.
and I realize it'd be asking for a lot, but it'd be awesome if the drones had a whole bunch of smoke coming out of them when you use coal to power them.
Yeah, coal.
That would be cool.
Yeah, then you use the rocket fuel to power it, and it's like a
Right.
rocket taking off. It's just gone. I'd imagine that's probably how it's going to work when you put the better fuels in there. Like the vehicles, I think, had more power when you put turbo fuel and stuff in them.
They have more power, but some of those fuels they burn through faster, and so it's all a matter of how quickly do they burn through the fuel. Will it go the distance is the question.
Yeah, coal is going to be an iffy.
Yeah,
because they burn coal quickly. The regular vehicles do.
I'm not seeing any. Okay, way up there, there's some coal. So where are we getting coal? At the manufacturing complex?
We're gonna steal it from the power plant.
Okay.
That power plant needs to be shut down anyway.
That was kind of my point.
Yeah, it's like you're going to use a lot of the coal too to make more steel. So we
Yeah.
needed way more steel.
Yeah. That coal's all gonna get resourced.
Yeah, repurposed.
And you got coal to the north of you as well if you really wanted to actually pipe it down. And we might have to pipe a little bit down depending on how much the drone is going to use going between the Crystal Palace and the area we're talking about building.
Yeah, there's lots of coal up there. I know that because that's where one of my bases is on my single player.
There's also a nice little spot for nitrogen up there.
I haven't seen that. I saw all that coal there, and I went and built my coal power plants up there on one of my single players.
Yeah, it's got a nice sulfur spot and nitrogen. Yeah, I mean that's got all kinds of cool possibilities with it over there. Now, the only thing I wish that the map would do, and this is just my personal gripe, when we have built foundations of stuff, I kind of wish they'd show the squares of going, hey, look, there's a factory here, and it's this big.
Yeah,
that would be useful.
Sadly, only Satisfactory calculator does that. You have to upload the save. Then you can see all your factories and stuff.
So, but, alright, I think we got a plan there. Yeah, like I said, tonight was a DDG's back from the flood, and so tonight wound up being more of a planning session as opposed to a building session. And actually, what I would recommend, Bit Viper, I know you gotta drag some belts out to do it, But because I know where the curve of the train is, I think you should actually build your factory like here.
Okay.
The reason being is that you got all those nodes and everything that you can pipe that stuff in from, but that gives you a lot of room to build and expand if you need to.
Right. That's in the middle of where it's most flat and most room around to do whatever.
Yep.
Without building on top of the nodes.
Yep. That's what I was looking at. And I personally don't care for the super long belts. I've never liked having the ridiculously long belts. And yes, I have built them in the past. Tundra's been around when I built the stupidly long belts. Alright, so... Alright, I think we got ourselves some plans going on here. Out of curiosity, Tundra, in the spot that used to be a rectangle, but no longer is a rectangle, you know, this spot here.
No, I know the spot you're talking about.
Yeah. That uranium's impure. What do you do with that? Do you take a train all the way up to the highest spot and have it pick up uranium, then take it down to wherever it is you're doing nuclear power at?
No. I mean, I've never used that node, but what I would do is I would build a small structure on the side of the mountain carrying the uranium down to where I could put a train station.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, because it's so small up there. You can't even fit a single car train station up there without hanging off the cliff.
There are no pure uranium nodes anymore.
Nope, never have been. Always been my
Okay.
grievance. Always been my grievance. Like, why?
All right, Bamwana, have a good night.
Of them. So little of them. Why can't we have just one pure node at the very least?
All right, so all right, so build that there. I'm going to be busy with a plastic and rubber factory for the next like 3 sessions.
It happens.
That's going to take me a while to get that all built and mathed out and all that kind of stuff. And the worst part is I'm going to forget my math from one session to the next since I'm only doing this once a week.
That's why you write it down. Or you refer back to your video.
I don't refer back to my videos because I hate the sound of my own voice.
That's what closed captioning is for.
I've always hated the sound of my own voice. Alright, I'll work on plastic. I'll work on a massive amount of plastic and rubber over here. We'll get that loaded in the train station. And then you can deliver plastic and rubber wherever we need it to go. That's going to need to be a 6-car train.
What is?
The amount of plastic and rubber I'm going to be making, you're going to need a 6-car train. 3 cars for rubber, 3 cars for plastic.
Huh? No, the train station's already set up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like just look over the thing where they are. There's 5 cars each for each material. So.
Single input slot, so it'll fill up all the.
Yeah, I think they're all connected. I think I did that.
Okay.
Well, actually, I guess I did do that.
All right. Yeah, I will. I'll spend a lot of time over there. And then, yeah, tomorrow. I know I normally like to play something on Wednesday nights, but I originally had in my head that I was going to try doing some Ale and Tail Tundra. I'm starting to think tomorrow might be a no stream night. I'll ping you if that changes.
Okay.
But they got me with a 7 p.m. meeting, and then they threw me with a 6 p.m. meeting, and then they tried throwing a meeting at me that was going to be at 8 p.m., and I clicked decline.
What the heck are they doing?
I mean, you already got me way past my normal working hours, and now you keep trying to add to it, and I'm just like, yeah.
That's overtime pay.
Yeah, management, I'm salary, so therefore I don't get overtime.
That's the problem with the way IT
But-
stuff works nowadays.
But it also makes it where I can actually say, nope, not showing that. You're outside of my working hours.
Yep.
Oh, and there's been a few times where they tried fussing at me, and I went, "You're outside my working hours." And they're like, "Well, by how much?" By 3 hours. You did nobody tell you that I got slightly displaced because of the hurricane? And so I've been unavailable. And did you not notice I've been offline for an extended period of time? And they went, oh, so sorry, we were unaware of this hurricane. And I'm sitting going,
Bullshit.
unaware of the fucking hurricane.
Everybody knew about it.
Where have you
Oh,
been?
no.
Under a rock?
Oh no, these guys are in India.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm sitting going, that was one of the things that upset me too. It's like, all right, so one of my employees, he decided to take it upon himself, and I appreciate what he did, but he decided to take it upon himself to check and see if there's anything that my company was going to do to try to help me out with the hardships and everything of dealing with the aftermath of this hurricane. And so they apparently they got into a discussion and everything. And then they called me. They managed to get me when I actually had signal. And they went, "Oh, we understand you've been in a hard time," and so on and so forth. I was like, yeah, things have been a little tough, and yeah, I'll take whatever help I can get. And they went, "Well, we can give you a payroll advance." I was like, that's not help. That's a loan with no interest.
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to take it back out of my pay, probably at some point in time where I desperately need it. You know?
Naturally.
So I declined. I was like, yep, that's not help.
Uh-huh.
It's like FEMA with the $750 that they gave to people. You know, the fact that you actually have to pay that back. Oh, that got me hot under the collar. And, you know, the most terrifying words that most people can ever hear during a disaster. You know, hi, we're with the government. We're here to help.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You know, and
Yeah.
it's one of those things of going, I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, Communist, Socialist, whatever you want to label yourself as. You hear those words, and you wind up just, you immediately go, oh, we're fucked.
Yep.
You know, so I want to make sure I'm not making a political statement here, you know, because that's not what I do on my channel. You know, I don't talk about, you know, especially since this is going to be a really heated election year. I do not talk about politics on my channel at all.
You can't.
We're here to have fun and enjoy getting to hang out with friends. Well, it's not just that you can't. You know, even being online, you know, being a streamer, you know, there are things you do not bring up, and it's just like the same rules that you have in public company. You know, you go out to have a dinner or anything like that. There are things you don't talk about, and the two things you don't talk about is religion and politics.
Judge.
Just, honestly, there isn't, for a lot of people, there isn't any separation between politics and religion. There's no real separation there. It's treated as a religion. That's like, you can't talk about it because everybody gets so upset when you disagree with them on the smallest, tiniest little issues. So it's just like, well, fine, I just won't ever say anything.
But this is why I don't talk about those things, because,
Yep.
you know, number one, I don't want to offend. But even if I do offend, well, to be perfectly honest, I really don't give a shit if I offend you.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree with that.
You know, I mean, we are now in the day and age of where people are supposed to apologize to other people because they were offended by something you said. And so my go-to on that was, well, I'm offended that you're offended.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, now we're in a catch-22. Now who's supposed to apologize? I mean, it's just, we've gotten to a level, at least in the United States.
No, it's not just the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but I'm going to go off of just my country.
Yeah.
We've gotten to a special level of stupid.
That's true.
Well, are you away from your mic right now?
No.
No.
No, but I stepped away. I did step away for a smoke, so maybe it might be doing a weird thing.
I'm away from my mic, though.
Okay, yeah. It's just like, because you sound like you're across the room all of a sudden.
I'm about twice as far away from it as I was.
So, I mean, And I'm, me personally, I'm happy to be back online. I'm happy to have power again. I'm happy to have water again. I'm, happy that, I'm going to be able to try to take a look at issues with the house and whatnot. Because I have a house.
Yeah.
I have so many friends and neighbors and whatnot that they don't even have a house. The house went in the river or went in the lake. I mean,
And it was like, yeah, a lot of good that $750 is going to do.
right?
Lost everything.
And like I said, that goes back to my whole thing of going, don't care where you fall in the line of Democrat, Republican, whatever. When you hear the government say, we're with the government and we're here to help, you're like, and now everything's going to go in the shitter.
Yeah.
Now the real disaster starts.
Yeah, you keep your health over there, and I'll stay over here, and...
Well...
Sadly, that does not how it works.
I think that one of the things that really pissed off the people in our area the most, FEMA is supposed to be a government agency that's here to help disaster recovery, all that kind of stuff.
Huh?
Well, we'd already been setting up things. The community already banded together, setting up. Here's a place to get fresh water. Here's a place to get food. Here's a place to get this and that.
Mm-hmm.
When FEMA showed up, they shut down all of them.
Yep.
That were not religiously affiliated. If they were religiously affiliated, then FEMA couldn't touch them because of the separation of the church and state.
Yeah.
But
If you weren't streaming right now, I'd give my theory why they did that.
but they did the whole thing of going, all right, well, we're going to take all these donations, and everything was fine until they said a specific thing. We're going to give it to the people we feel deserve it. When that statement was made, they made a lot of enemies.
I would imagine.
And my wife and I, we did some stuff that thankfully, already got used and whatnot before FEMA showed up.
That's good.
But I'm running around here trying to plan out space. This is going to need a lot more space. 35 refineries? Holy crap. And then I got to figure out the pipelines. Yeah, I'm going to save that for the next stream of Satisfactory. Oh my god. So I mean, I've talked about this before in the past on my streams and everything. I'm super proud of my wife. She's absolutely amazing. And there's some roles she's taken on that she's questioned taking on the role, and I'm sitting here going, "Yep, I know how that feels." Taking on management the way I did, I'm sitting going, "Yeah, I don't blame you for feeling the way you do." But she stepped up and wound up becoming the president of the PTA for our elementary school. Well, that Thursday, the Thursday night that the hurricane hit, there was supposed to be a big PTA fundraiser and whatnot, and that went alongside with the Scholastic book fair. Well, obviously we didn't have the family night for the book fair and all that kind of stuff, but they were going, to make things easier on families and everything, they're going to be selling, hot dog plates. Cool. All right. We got dinner. We got we got food. Don't need, families don't have to worry about cooking dinner. And they were doing pretty cheap. I mean, they were selling them for like, I think $5 for a plate. That came with a hot dog and chips and a drink and a dessert. So it's like, cool. Well, all those supplies were in my fridge. 170 hot dogs. That's a lot of hot dogs.
Yeah.
And my wife and I discussed it, after the hurricane hit and after the landslides and then the floods and everything, really did their damage. And so didn't know when or if there was going to be a fundraiser. And I'm sitting just going, well, we don't want to let all this food go to waste. We got no power in the house, we got no water in the house, we got nothing to work with here. And so we took all the materials and everything, and we took them over to the high school that was being used as a refugee area for people that had their homes destroyed or couldn't go back to their home or whatnot. And so we donated all that to that location to make sure people get fed and everything. And people are still talking about it because out of all the schools, we were the only one that showed up to help. Don't get me wrong. Some of the other schools, well, we got one school that needs to have a bit of a rebuilding effort. Not because of the hurricane. It needed a rebuilding effort before the hurricane. It was one of the schools that reminds me of back when I was in high school. When I was in 9th grade, our high school was so old that when it rained, half of my classes were canceled because the classroom was full of buckets to catch the water leaking from the roof. Oh man, lumens look so amazing. I love that glow off the conveyors. Man.
Yeah. Oh, they did screw up lumen a little bit though. It's not as good as it once was.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, it has to do with the lumen's range. I think they did it for optimization reasons.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, sadly though, you can't use signs for lighting as well as you could before.
Okay.
However, there is a workaround, but you have to do it within your personal game files. You have to go to the game.ini and add in a code line into the little thing. It's actually pretty easy to do. You just do it with Notepad. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It'll up your lumen count or up the lumen's range to be much better.
We need a lot more plastic going to that train. that thing's barely getting anything.
Yeah.
I could remove that line. Nothing's going down it anyways. I don't know. What if I do this? There's actually no reason for this to exist. Alright. We can do this. Gotta get rid of this curve. Put a merge here. Either that or it's going to tell me that it has an invalid shape. Yep, invalid shape. Crap. Alright, let's remove that. Now let's put a merger. Rotate that around. Oh no, give me a line. Ah! Oh, it's not gonna line up because this thing isn't on the grid. Shit. Alright, well, if I give it a little extra space, then this can go there. And that can go there. And then this can go here. That'll pretty much empty that container, but alright, you should get a solid load of plastic that'll keep you running for a while. Not gonna keep you running forever, but it'll make things happen.
It'll make things happen.
Yep.
Like that.
Well, right now we're just buffering the plastic anyways until we get the connectors.
Yep. It's a big build, this.
Yeah, Tundra. Man. Jeez. We've been sitting here talking this whole time, and you just don't have him his part he needs. My goodness. I thought you were a Satisfactory Pro, man.
Uh-huh.
Standard streamer claims
Streamer claims?
being better than they really are.
Oh. It's like I was talking to Mozzie that time. He's like, "Oh, you're not a streamer," and I'm like, "No, I'm not a streamer, but I kind of started a bit." And he's just like, "Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm not a dirty live streamer." We had a good laugh about that.
Wait a second. Which belt do I have set up as my? Oh, okay. Let's upgrade that.
Funny thing about this recommended location, train track goes right through the middle of the big flat area.
Right.
Why won't it let me upgrade that?
Because it was saving.
It still won't let me upgrade it.
Upgrade what?
This belt.
It's already a Mark V?
Is it?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. What the heck?
Yeah, you see what I'm talking about?
A creature is in the way.
Oh.
Big old balloon creature.
Get the hell out of here. Go. Shoo.
I don't know why, but I think the developers They did it on purpose. They made it so that the creatures in the game would be attracted to player-built structures.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah, they always seem to be right where you're building, especially that one.
Yeah. That one loves train tracks too. Like you get a train line going near where they spawn, they'll find any and every way to try and climb on top of it. You just stand there in the way. It's like I'm trying to train here.
All right. That is going to unload this container. But there's no reason for that container to be full. You know, now that I've looked at how things work and everything, the only reason I have this industrial storage container is so that I can have the dimensional depot on top of it, but it still have a extra opening to unload the storage. Beyond that, there's not really a reason for it.
Damn, I need some overclockers now.
Okay, here. Since I haven't used them, or I've used what I'm going to tonight. There you go. There's the dimensional depot.
Thank you. Did we have? Oh. Nah.
No, just practicing my falling.
It's got rubber in it.
Ooh.
That's
All right.
Oh, I see. So it's going all the way back there. Oh, I think all these are already Mark V, looks like. Yep. All right, all those are already Mark V. Well, let me access it because right now it's doing the train thing.
No. Yeah. Can't access it when the train is loading or unloading.
You got a car out of that.
Huh? Train's only one car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's only a one-car train.
Sorry, I was looking at all the stations you had sitting there all the way down the line, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, he only had space for one car, so it's like, all right, one car it is.
All right, well, I believe I've got plans for next time. Hey, sadly, we got so much going on, and we got Next Fest going on. We got Spooktober going on. So right now, Satisfactory is going to be relegated to Tuesdays. At least that's going to be streaming it. That doesn't mean you guys can't jump on the server, but you know, I have very limited time, and so
Yeah.
Tuesdays will be when I play Satisfactory. Now there may be Friday and Saturday games, but you know, Friday and Saturdays are a roulette wheel as to exactly what the heck I'm going to be doing.
You want to turn it into an actual roulette wheel?
No, because part of that is, you know, outdoor activities and you know, no stream. Because after having done all the physical labor, my body's going to hurt too much to even think about trying to sit down at my desk to play a game. I'm going to want to just stretch on the couch and put on a show and just pass out.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to be working real hard again this Saturday. I didn't get everything done I wanted done. I couldn't physically do it.
Well, I mean, it's about time you actually got up and did something. I mean, geez, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, the last 2 nights, I've stayed up too late. I think we've done all the planning we can tonight. So, I am going to go ahead and wrap the stream here.
Okay.
However, I'm going to stay in, I'll stay in Discord. Let's see. But I want to check something, because it is a little earlier. So let's take a look. Who's on? All right. Let's give my new buddy a little raid. So let's go raid Knucklehead. He's playing Dinkum. Alright, chat, there you go. There's a link. And I'll catch y'all later this week. Not sure which night it's going to be because of work. But thank you, everybody that's been here. Thank you for the 10 likes. You guys are amazing. And I'll catch up to y'all on the flip side.
Later.
And I'll see you over there at Knuckleheads.